In a tranquil village there lived a humble gardener named Katsu. He was known for his lush garden, which was a source of nourishment and beauty for the entire community. Katsu, despite his modest means, radiated a sense of peace and contentment that drew people to seek his guidance during tough times. One day, a young man who had fallen on hard times approached Katsu. His face wore the heavy burden of financial troubles, and he asked the gardener, "Katsu, I am broke and don't know how to get through this difficult period. Can you offer any wisdom?" Katsu welcomed the young man and invited him to sit in his garden, surrounded by vibrant flowers, thriving vegetables and serene greenery. Katsu handed the visitor a small weathered pot and a packet of seeds. "Plant these seeds," Katsu said, "and tend to them with care." The young man looked puzzled. "But how will this help me with my financial troubles?" Katsu smiled gently and explained, "Each seed represents a small action, a simple effort, or a moment of mindfulness. Just as you sow these seeds and nurture them, you must do the same with your life. Plant the seeds of positive actions, no matter how small they may seem." The young man nodded, understanding that Katsu was not merely talking about gardening. Katsu continued, "Water your garden of life with patience and persistence. Be diligent in your efforts, and soon you will see the first sprouts of your labor." Days turned into weeks, and the young man faithfully tended to his garden, both the one in the ground and the one within himself. As he cared for his plants, he also looked for opportunities to improve his financial situation. Gradually, he began to see changes in both his garden and his life. The plants grew, bloomed, and bore fruit, providing sustenance and beauty for his community. Simultaneously, the young man found work and started to recover from his financial troubles. With a heart full of gratitude, he returned to Katsu, who was pruning a magnificent bonsai tree in his garden. "Katsu," the young man said, "your wisdom has not only transformed my garden but also my life. I realize now that just like a garden, our lives can flourish even when we're broke or facing difficulties, as long as we sow the seeds of positivity, patience, and persistence." Katsu nodded and offered the young man a cup of tea. "Remember," he said, "life's challenges are like the changing seasons. Embrace them with the same patience and care you give to your garden, and you will find that even in the toughest times you can cultivate beauty and abundance." From that day forward, the young man continued to tend to both his garden and his life with diligence and mindfulness. He understood that, like the plants he nurtured, the seeds of positive actions could lead to a flourishing life, regardless of external circumstances. And so, the story of the humble gardener's wisdom served as a timeless reminder that even in times of financial difficulty, we can sow the seeds of positive actions, tend to them with patience, and watch our lives flourish with beauty and abundance.